EA's FIFA series has been one of the most consistently good sports game franchises in recent years. With a good foundation of solid gameplay mechanics and a variety of game modes, this year's iteration doesn't change a ton from the last, because it didn't have to.
He's got space, in with a chance, there's a goal here.
Most of the changes to the game on the pitch in FIFA 15 revolve around the presentation. Major gameplay changes are nowhere to be seen, which is a good thing given how well the mechanics have been refined in previous years. EA has instead focused its attention on tweaking details like officiating behavior and crowd involvement. And while they've done a good job emulating the feel of a TV broadcast, these changes can sometimes be frustrating when they needlessly slow things down. Referees taking time to call fouls and offside may be realistic, but can draw out the process of playing the game.
The referee's showing the red card, they're down to 10 men now.
In the lead up to the game's release, EA talked a lot about the improvements that have been made to goalkeeping, and while they certainly animate more realistically than in previous years, there doesn't seem to be a significant difference in the end result. That can be said about most changes to the in-game experience in FIFA 15. They're enjoyable, but ultimately don't result in any substantive change.
What a chance here, here's the chance, he's gone for goal. That's a brilliant goal, well taken.
Off the field, the biggest change in this year's game is the introduction of the team sheet system. EA has overhauled the interface for selecting lineups and formations for teams and streamlined the process for having different tactical choices ready for different situations. If you like to build your own custom formations in FIFA, this new system makes that process much simpler.
Well, that's widened the game here, and they've got it to the wide man well. Got to be. Threw himself in front of the shot. Good block.
In terms of game modes, FIFA 15 includes largely the same crop as last year. Career mode allows you to take the role of a player or manager over the course of multiple seasons. The changes here are pretty minor, though appreciated. The global transfer network, which drastically overhauled the system of player scouting and acquisition in last year's game, has been tweaked to allow for scouting specific players in addition to those identified by your scouts. And you now get more data on a fully scouted player, including their overall rating.
They have won the league title. Fantastic.
Also returning is FIFA Ultimate Team, a collectible card game styled mode that EA has now built into each of its sports titles. You can build your own team to play on and offline by buying random booster packs of player cards with in-game currency, or of course, real money.
Here's a chance to attack. This is the chance. In with a chance. Something of a power play in these circumstances to get a goal when you've got the extra player.
There's an old adage that says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. FIFA 15 perfectly embodies that sentiment. The game subtly refines the mechanics of what was already a great series, and while it's very similar to previous iterations, that's largely a good thing.
And this team didn't fluff their lines, did they?
They certainly didn't, and that's so satisfying. As a professional, you can look back to your big moments, the big occasions, and know that you played your part, you played well.